Welcome, my dear students. Welcome back. Class 11th. We have grammar portion also in our syllabus, and in grammar portion, what I find the tenses are very important. Though you know a lot, using also from the lower classes what are tenses, but I just don't want to leave any doubt, so I'm beginning it from the beginning. Are you ready? I hope you are ready. So let us begin tenses. You can see time equal to tense. So tense is basically time. And this time we have divided in three: present, past and future. But very surprisingly, today I will tell you something very special, and that is mainly we have only two tenses. Yes, there are only two tenses, present and past. Surprised? You should be surprised, but what is the reason behind it? Let me tell you in the next slide. What is future? Where is future? This is a very interesting question. So before starting future, what is present? Present, you can see there is a picture, a gift, a God's gift. The running time is actually a gift of God only. Past, that is over. This is not in our hand and we cannot change it. Future. Future is actually result of present. Whatever we do in present, that becomes one day your future. We cannot control it, but we can make our future using will. We can control it with our will power. So, in an interesting manner, you can say we can make future using will. Yeah, W-I-L-L, will. Will is the word that we use to make any sentence future in present. Any sentence in present tense, you just put will and it will become future. Like I play cricket, I will play cricket. So basically what we are doing, we are adding will in present tense and that becomes future. Okay? Let us see what happens next. Yes, I am beginning with subject and verb, because if you want to learn tenses, then you must know what is subject and what is verb. Subject, nouns, pronouns like Rohan, Delhi, boy, India. These are nouns. And I, we, you, they, he, she, all these are pronouns. Similarly, verb. Verb can be helping verb or a main verb. For example, is, am, are, has, have, will, shall, and play, dance, eat, jump. These are main verbs. Here, one thing is to be noted. In English, it is verb that decides the tense of sentence. Verb only decides the tense of a sentence. There is a very interesting fact here. Adding s to a noun makes it plural. Boy, boys. Girl, girls. Plural. But adding s to a verb makes it singular. Like they play, we say, and he plays, we say. They plural and play is plural. He singular and plays is singular. So you should be very careful while using s with the nouns and s with the verbs. So let us continue to the next slide. I am starting with simple present tense, and before starting you must know what is s, what is v, what is object. Object, you know, I will explain object we have already learned, and I will explain you later about it. But before that, can you see the structure? S plus V1. S here refers to subject, and I have already told what is subject. V refers to verb, and V1 refers to first form of the verb, and V5 is fifth form of the verb. But don't get confused, because V1 and V5 are nothing but singular and plural forms. V1 is plural form without S, and V5 is singular form with S. When we say writes, it is singular form. When we say write, it is plural form. So example number 1, he, she, or it, or any other noun, and with that we use S, writes a story. But in case of plural like we, you, they, I also am keeping as plural here, although it is singular, but here it will go with play, it will not go with plays. So I, we, you, they, or boys, girls play cricket. Okay, is it clear? Next, present simple negative sentences. It is very important for you to know that when we say he writes a story, its negative will be he does not write a story. So that writes S comes to this do, D-O-E-S. He does not write a story. In positive sentence, it is he writes a story. In negative sentence, we write does not. And the same way, when we make it interrogative, a question, then this does, that is a helping verb here, comes out, and in the beginning we keep it to make it a question. He does not write a story. Does he write a story? Similarly, if we are using plural subject they, then that they play cricket. So play is plural, so do. They do not play cricket. Similarly, do they play cricket? Are you getting? Okay. So in this way, with singular subjects, in simple present only we are taking care of this singular and plural. In other tenses, there is no such problem. But in simple present tense, if subject is singular, verb should be singular. And singular verb means, singular subject means without S, and singular verb means with S. Okay, next. Present continuous tense. Here, before starting, let me tell you what is V4. V1 is first form of the verb, that is plural form. V2, that is past tense. V3 actually is neither present or nor past nor future. It is used in all. Third form of the verb is used in present, past and future all. The only thing is, in present tense it goes with has, have. In past tense had, and in future tense it goes with will have. Okay, so V4 is ing form of the verb. He is writing a story. He is writing a story is and ing. Okay, if the subject is I, then it will be am. If the subject is plural, they, so it will be are. He is writing a story, and we make it negative by putting simply not in between helping verb and main verb. He is not writing a story. And the question will be, is he writing a story? Similarly, they are playing cricket. They are not playing cricket. And to make question, we put this helping verb in the beginning. Are they playing cricket? Okay, so I hope you have understood. Let us see the next slide. Present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, the structure is subject plus has or have according to the subject, plus V3 plus object. V3 third form of the verb. It is present, past and future all. V3 third form of the verb. Let us see the examples. The subject can be anything, he, she, it or Ram. It means single subject, and with single subject we use has. And third form of the verb write is written. So has written a story. Ram or he or she or it has written a story. The same sentence, this present perfect sentence, when we write in interrogative mood, the helping verb will go in the beginning. And when we make it negative, just after the helping verb you have to put not. So Ram has written a story, Ram has not written a story. Same way the question will be, has he written a story? When we use the plural form of the verb, considering I also, we, you, they, we use have. We do not use has, because has is singular, have is plural. They have played cricket. And when we make it negative, simply after the helping verb have we put not. So they have not played cricket. And when we make a question, this helping verb comes in the beginning of the sentence. Have they played cricket? Have they played cricket? And the question mark will be there at the end. So this is clear, I think. Next. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous, the structure of the sentence would be subject plus has, have, and now one new thing is added, that is been, plus V4, that is ing form of the verb, with object or without object. A sentence can be made without object. So he, she, it or Ram means any singular subject, has plus been, and ing form the verb, writing a story. Ram has been writing a story. When we change it into negative sentence, it will become, after has you have to put not. He has not been writing a story. Don't write he has been not writing a story. That not will be in between has and been. Okay, so he has not been writing a story, and when we make a interrogative, so has he, that has is a helping verb here, that will come in the beginning. Has he been writing a story? Similarly, if we are using plural subject like I, we, you, they, boys, girls, so it will be have, and after have you will have to use been. So they have been playing cricket. Have been playing cricket. ing form of the verb play and have been. The negative of the sentence will be they have not been playing cricket. And there can be one mistake. We say been, B-E-E-N. Why? Because playing, ing is already there. And there is a passive form when we use being. They have been playing cricket. Cricket has been played by. Okay. But if the sentence is in continuous tense, like they are playing cricket, so passive will be cricket is being played by them. So there, instead of ing in the verb, we use being, and here it is B-E-E-N, been. So in active voice we always use been, and if it is B-E-I-N-G, that means it is passive form. And we make the question by putting have in the beginning. Have they been playing cricket? So this is all. Now an important thing, that is object. In every sentence, when we put a question mark with a verb, writing what? A story. Playing what? Cricket. So these two, a story, cricket, these are object. Okay. So in a sentence there can be only subject and verb, like Rama has been writing, or they have been playing, or if you put object, it will be a complete sentence. So in this way today we have done simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.